Today's message is Program Management and Launch, from award to production. So last time we talked about the quote and award process. We talked about the relevance of the T1XX program that we are in the middle of launching. And now we're going to talk about what happens once you win the work. Well, you program manage it and you launch it. And so let's talk about what this T1XX means for us. In 2016, we had just come off significant launch activity with new technology in the tire and wheel arena. In 2015 and 2016, we had our largest annualized revenue ever running through our tool shop, and we learned some lessons about our infrastructure, our systems, and our resource readiness. What does that mean today? It means that in 2017 and 2018, we have an even larger spend going through the tool shop, and we have a significant focus on resource support. We are working on things with our systems to streamline them, and we have some significant changes from an accountability regarding timing standpoint. So through all of this, we have to remember patience and urgency. Those two personality traits seem to be at odds with one another. Everything we are doing is urgent, but we need to be patient with each other in the process because this is the largest workload going through our tool shop ever. So what happened last year in September of 2016? We talked about this at the leadership conference. We looked forward and said, if what is coming actually hits, what does this mean from a launch standpoint? This is a snapshot of Keith Massering's whiteboard in his office. And what we did is we did a mini brainstorming session, and we broke down activities from program management. We divided program management from tooling and from launch, because we believed, based on our 2015-2016 experience, that we needed to make some changes in how we treated the launch portion of our programs. So you'll see there's sticky notes with different activities divided up. You'll see the lines that Keith drew, and you'll see there are a couple of outliers. Run at rate. If you could read Keith's handwriting at the top of that run at rate sticky note, it says Jerry Borders. Jerry Elson, one of our previous CEOs, used to say, all wars are fought at the border. We're trying to do away with the borders. So we also said, okay, spare parts is a sticky wicket. Who owns spare parts? The tool shop owns spare parts. What about APQP activities? Who has to lead this to proper conclusion? The program management team leads APQP activities to proper conclusion. So we said, if we don't change something, we know we have some weak spots. There are some weak links in our chain regarding program management and launch. If we don't change something, we won't fix some of the problems we've had. So we changed some things. One of them was run at rate, border wars. We're getting rid of borders. And so what we've got is we've got now a more integrated process from program management to launch with different responsibility and handoff. So there's a lot of preparation that happens in the program management phase. We understand that once we get to launch, things happen that you never expected, and we understand that as a result we need dedicated resources with dedicated launch leadership, but the real team that makes launch happen has to be connected to our operations folks. So the launch teams that we are putting into place as a result of our lessons learned in 2015 and 2016, the launch teams are connected to the receiving plants who are getting the work. We will talk about that in more detail in one of our future messages. The next topic we will discuss will be customer focus, structure, and strategy. And one of the things you should be seeing at this point is that everything I'm discussing is a carryover from last year's leadership conference. This is all the foundation we talked about a year ago, and pretty quickly, I'm going to ask, are we doing what we said we would do? Thank you. See you soon.